No, there was a story. Yeah, the story. We were Alan, they called us in to do a song with I think it was June Gardner. I forget all the players. Walter Payton, he's dead and he just died. What a great bass player.
Really?
Like we did he called us in to do a song we called "Working in a Coal Mine."
Yeah.
And that's Walter. Doom, 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 doom. But and a lot of people don't know it, but everything note he played was written out.
Really?
Yeah, that's how great of a musician he was. You know, because Alan would write all the bass parts and write them out note for note.
Really?
Yeah, those notes were all written out.
Cool.
But one of the things about working in the coal mine, we was in Cosmo's studio on Governor Nicholas, and we had just got through the session, and then some other guys came in, and it was Smokey Johnson, great, unbelievable drummer, Wardell Kazare, who was a great arranger, and at that time Wardell did all the Mr. Big stuff and Groove Me with King Floyd, but this was way back in the game, man, before that. But so Wardell came in with about 6 horns, Earl King came in, and Professor Longhair came in, right? So I'm sitting back like you know, I'm like this. I'm like, wow. I said, I'm gonna stick around a minute. And at that time they were recording. They had all those horns, all they had as arrangements. They would all blow into one mic. You know, the engineer would get a good mix, and she would tell the guy, "Oh, saxophone, back up a little bit. Trumpet, go in a little bit," you know, till he get a good mix, and you know what I'm saying, in the control room.
And that Cosmo studio,
yeah,
that's legendary. It was like a storefront.
Oh yeah, no, well no, it was he had several of them, but the main one was you had to go through a little alley and go through some maze before you get to the studio, but so they started playing a song. You know, I'm in the studio listening. I'm just hanging, and they started recording the song. And Earl was showing Fess the melodies and stuff, and Earl was singing the song, and Fess was whistling it. And the song I'm talking about is Big Chief.
Yeah.
You know, I was there.
The original
when they
Big
recorded
Chief.
it.
Yeah.
That, you know, I was right there to watch it. I saw it. I was there when they recorded Big Chief, which I've always felt real good about that. Real glad to be that. But that's the story.
Yeah. And you went on to record and work with Fess a bit, didn't you?
Yeah, Fess.
Man, what's your favorite Fess story?
Oh man, it's a hilarious one, man. Because Fess was like one of a kind, man. He was just an innocent, like a little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, like an old kid, man. And I remember one time we did the Meters Fest and Dr. John. We went to Montreux to do the Montreux Jazz Festival. This was the first time Fest was ever on a plane to go that far. And so Fest came on the plane, man, with a bag, like a paper bag, and the bag was all greasy, and we asked Fess, and Fess said, "Say, Fess, what you got in that bag?" Fess said, "Hey, man, Fess had about 30 hot dogs in the bag." I said, "Fess, why you got all them hot dogs?" "Man, wait a minute, I ain't gonna start with this plane." He didn't know that they feed you on the plane. He thought, man, I'm not gonna be in this plane like 6-7 hours. You know, maybe I'll not eat, man. He had a big bag of hot dogs, man.
What do you have?
True story.
What do you have in his suitcase?
I have no idea, man. I have no idea. But yeah, that's a story I remember. Fess was like a little kid, man. He was something else.
Yeah, man. I think there's some clips of you guys playing together on YouTube.
Montreux.
Yeah. Cool, man. Yeah. And talk a bit about Dr. John. I know you're on a lot of his recordings, including
Right Place, The Wrong Time.
Yeah, his biggest hit. And
we did the first 2 albums, and then we toured with him for a while. But you know, I've been knowing Mac, man. You know, he's older than I am, but I remember him around Cosmo Studio when, you know, he really didn't have nowhere to stay. Cos would let him stay in this little room somewhere.
Yeah.
But he always was a very you know, into music and he knew what he wanted to be.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why he is. I talked with Mac today. Matter of fact, they're trying to do. I got a call from Superfly, the people that does Bonnaroo.
Yeah.
Which is like I think the biggest festival in the world.
Mm-hmm.
What they want to do, they're asking each one of the meters
Mm-hmm.
to do Bonnaroo and play behind Dr. Jones, Right Place, the Wrong Time, That's the Tivoli Bonnaroo, the second album,
Mm-hmm.
and try to get that marriage again
Mm-hmm.
to perform at Bonnaroo.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to see. I told them, yeah, you know what I mean, they're playing the stupid money. I mean, great money. So, you know, even though, you know, the meters are estranged, man, we've been able to get together sometime if the money is right.
Yeah, I saw you guys in Chicago, House of Blues.
Yeah, so, you know, I'm hoping that everybody agrees to it, and let's go on and make this money, and, you know, you never know what happens after that.
Right. Any recording projects currently, Leo?
I just did my new CD called Rhythm and Rhymes on my label, and what it is, it's a collection of grooves that you know, that I think it's if you hear it, it's you know, because I wrote 90% of the meter songs. It's like it would be what the meters would sound like today, I think.
Yeah.
So I you know, I did a lot of funk groups like hip hop.
Yeah.
Really funky stuff. You know, matter of fact, Mac is doing 2 tracks. We're doing a duet singing on it.
Sweet.
And that's the latest one you know, I did. You know, start working on another one.
Cool. And I was just looking over your resume of some of the people you've recorded with: Stevie Wonder, Paul McCartney, The Temptations, The Supremes.
Yeah.
So when I saw Stevie Wonder, Temptations, and The Supremes, I mean, Motown came to me.
Funny story, man. I'm gonna tell you this. And a lot of this story has only been said from Smokey. There's this artist named Escarita. Was a guy by the name of Joe Jones that asked us to ask a group of musicians to go up to Detroit. It was called Hitsville at the time. This was before it was Motown. And he got these 4. I think it was Earl King, Chris Kenner, Escarita, and somebody else. So Joe Jones had a deal with Barry Gordy to record some just New Orleans people. So he got us as a band to go up there to record, you know, Earl King. So, what happened was, him and Barry Gordy fell out. They couldn't make a deal. So there wasn't nothing for us to do. But they fell in love, they heard the band play, and everybody there fell in love with the band.
Yeah.
And this was when, you know, Diana Ross was the secretary. You could see her. Stevie Wonder was coming to the studio, man, falling down and knocking over music stands and stuff, man, because he didn't know what the hell he was doing.
Yeah.
You know, Jameson, and all them people was, you know, I met all those guys. So we were recording. See, they were paying us they asked us to stay over, and we were recording songs like $12 a side. That's what they were paying. We would record all day. That was like big money back then. This was like in '62. And so we would record, they would give us the music, chord structures, chord changes, and the horns would, you know, do the voicing. You play the third, and they would do the arrangement like right on the spot. So as time went on, man, I didn't remember all the groups that we recorded. We recorded the Temptations, Four Tops, Harvey the Moonglow, the Contour. This was before these guys had the hits, man. But one of the songs that I remember we recorded was a song called "Where Did Our Love Go" by the Supreme. Baby, baby. That's New Orleans musicians. That's New Orleans people, man. Really? And a lot of people don't know that the Motown sound, in the beginning, it was really the New Orleans sound. This was before the Funk Brothers.
Yeah. So you were the Where Did Our Love Go single, that was you?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Where Did Our Love Go?
Yeah.
And there was several others that we did, but you know, it was so long ago, I didn't quite remember because we were recording, you know, so fast, and I didn't really know who they were for, you know.
Right.
But That's New Orleans people, man.
Yeah, man.
Where Did Our Love Go was recorded by a New Orleans band. They kept smoking. They loved the band so much. Smokey Johnson was in the band too.
Yeah.
They kept smoking. This was before Benny Benjamin.
Okay.
Smokey stood up there, man, like 6-7 months. They kept him. They was just fell in love. We all left.
Yeah.
And they kept him. But a lot of that stuff is New Orleans people.
Man, never knew that.
Yeah.